I gotta tell you, as a teacher, I love algebra. Well, you know why I like algebra? Because it's got one answer. And I always know if I could get that one answer, that I did it correctly. So that's why I really like algebra, is that there's very few, like I can do some things like kind of multiple ways, but for the most part, there is one way to one right answer. I have a very hard time with things that are ambiguous. Not only can you get there multiple ways, but you don't even know if that's the right answer because it's left for interpretation. So a lot of the stuff that we're going to do right now has one concrete answer, right? Even when you guys do your mathematics stuff, for the most part, it is one concrete answer for you guys. Okay, so if I look at this, and I'm not going to ever sit there and like ask you to define stuff. That's not me. I also, typically I don't like directions that say are definition heavy. So like when you look at, I'm going to define what a monomial is a number. A variable, right, or a product of a number and variables. Right, but I don't like directions that say add and subtract the following monomial. That to me just is ridiculous. I'm going to tell you on a quiz or a test, add or subtract, period. I'm not going to be specific on heavy definitions. I don't care that we call things monomials, binomials, trinomials. I'm not that specific. I basically probably call everything a polynomial, even if it is just one term. Okay, so examples of this, 5x or 3x squared or just 9x squared y to the 7th, or fractions like negative 1/4. Monomials with the same variables and exponents are like terms. To add and subtract monomials, we are going to combine like terms. We don't change variables and exponents. If they don't have the same variables, we can't do it. We are not combining apples and oranges together with bananas. Not making a fruit salad. We are literally only combining oranges together. Don't try to add and subtract things that are not the same. Okay. So I have a k squared and I have a k squared. So that means I could take my negative 19 and add it to 2 and get a negative 17k squared. Thumbs up. Yeah, I mean, this is not... What? I have a CD and another CD, so I could take my negative 7 and add it to 6 and get a negative 1 CD. So we're doing a lot of adding and subtracting. Yes, Aiden.
Isn't this the one where it's like, if one thing has a higher exponent than the other, like, say there was two different ones, like 11, wouldn't it be the v squared would be...
We'll get there. I'm not there yet.
Oh, we're not there yet?
No. I'm only on number 6, not going to number 7.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's nice.
I can't go any further because Mason's still writing the words. All right, now we'll go to 11, just for you. I have a v squared, and I have another v squared. So how many v squareds do I have? 13. V squared. Then I have a 7v and a negative 32v. So how many v's do I get? Negative 25v. And that's it. And I can't combine the v squared with the v, because I combine the apples and oranges together.
I mean, have you seen me crash two of those together?
Okay, so let's be clear. This is because this is weird. Find the difference of 13a squared b and negative 5a squared b. That means I'm taking 13a squared b minus a negative 5a squared b. That's what those words mean. It's all like weird. I hate words like this, to be honest with you. They drive me crazy.
Feels not necessary.
Well, the problem is that, and the reason why we have to do it is because your PSAT, SAT, state testing, everything's going to do words like this. That's just weird. Okay, so I get an 18a squared b.
Wow.
If I subtract 3k from negative 17k, that means I'm taking negative 17k minus 3k, and I get a negative 20k. So to be careful with the words. From negative 3x squared xy squared, subtract negative 10xy squared. So negative 3xy squared minus a negative 10xy squared gives me a 7xy squared, because my two negatives make a positive. Questions? I gotta do multiplication. I know.
This is so hard.
Huh? Oh, the sum I'm just adding. That's the only reason why I didn't do that guy. Okay, so to multiply, I'm going to use my rules of exponents. Which you're right, Mason, I'm just adding the exponents together.
So didn't we just add the apples?
So I get x to the 4 plus 2, which is x to the 6th. A to the 4 plus 1, a to the 5th. W to the 5 plus 9, w to the 14th. And then I'll pause for a second. There's a lot of problems on this one. I don't know how many I want you to do. Let's see. While you guys are still writing. I'm gonna mess with you probably today. Let's see, 20, that's 8. Okay, all right. So, what happens when we got coefficients? I multiply the coefficients together. Just kidding. So, negative 8 times 2 gives me a negative 16. And then I am adding my exponents together. So negative 16 m to the 10th. Anybody have any questions so far? I gotta do one with fractions. Oh, I know. I feel the same way. I'm like, oh. Hey, at least there's no decimals. At least I don't think.
Lillian, you aren't saying yay, Willie.
I am saying yay, Willie.
Why?
Because I like fractions. You're weird.
Why you like
Okay,
I like that.
let's pick. Oh, I don't like decimals.
I hate this so much more.
I seriously, so my daughter, it's funny, this will be on the video, it's fine. So my daughter slammed her finger in the car door last Thursday. So hard that like she cracked the nail just underneath her cuticle and literally bleeding everywhere.
that happened to me.
So I asked her how this happened. I forgot my finger was there. Okay, fair enough. So, but the problem is that she did it on her right hand and her middle finger on her right hand, and she is right-handed. So I had to, Thursday night, be her scribe for all of her homework, which was an FIAB, and for math, which is a state test, and I had to be her scribe for dividing decimals.
Actually, I'd rather do that.
She had like 20 problems of dividing decimals.
So you just have personal beef with decimal amounts?
And I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Decimals are easy though.
Youngest or worst?
My youngest is the one that did it.
It's on your
I'm like, oh
it's
man.
on your watch.
So I had to like text the teacher, can I be her scribe? I'm like, she's like, of course. Or you could just have her not do the homework and we'll worry about it later. I'm like, no, because I'm not ruining my weekend because you can't write. So upset.
So, did the oldest do anything?
Not yet. Okay, so back to fractions. I don't know which one to do. Which one looks worse?
32.
32, because I can actually do
I think like 33 looks, well, 32 looks kind of interesting.
34 is pretty
Okay, let's look at 33 first. So I'm going to take my numbers first. I'm going to take my 16 and my 5/4, right? So if I have 16 times 5/4, right? And this is where people get weirded out. But this is 16 times 5/4. Now, I understand you guys have a calculator. You're going to eventually get to a point where I'm not going to let you use the calculator anymore. That will be in advanced math. Yeah, oh yeah, all your arithmetic will have to be in your head by the time you get to advanced math. And some of your arithmetic will have to be in your head starting next year. Because we do not allow calculators in IM2.
What?
So we allow calculators in IM1, no calculators in IM2, yes for IM3, but no for advanced math, and no for calculus.
Nah. Wait, but I see calculus.
Calculus.
And yes for stats.
Calculus
Oh,
is based
thank
on-
God. I'll take stats.
No, it's not.
No, I'm trying.
It's not. Okay, so here's the thing. And you guys had this weird question about, like, do I take 16 times 5 and divide it by 4? You can, but if I'm not using a calculator, I'm not going to want to do that. I'm going to want to try to reduce first before I multiply everything out. So I would have taken my 16 and my 4 and reduced it to get 4 times 5, which is 20. Yes, Aiden.
It could be the other way. I mean, this one was faster, but it can be other ways more secure. Like, I figured out it was 20 pretty easily. Yeah, me too.
Okay, that's fine. Then don't come crying back to me in advanced math that I didn't teach you a faster way of doing it.
I'm not going to cry back to you.
Because you will. You will. You guys will. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have known this earlier. And I'm going to be like, but you felt more comfortable this way. You didn't want to listen to me. I could just see it in 2 years. That's the conversation we're going to have. I'll remember this day. It'll be on video because I'm recording right now. And I'll play back the video. Remember that day that Aiden said?
Is the worst part, we can go back.
That it was pretty easy to get 20.
Hey, Miss Hayden, you forget that we can go back and rewatch the videos
I know. I'm fine.
before in advance.
All right, so 20. And then I don't have any Q's to multiply out. And then, but I do have an R. I have an R to the first plus R to the fifth. So I get 20 Q squared R to the sixth. Now let's be clear. There's a big difference between us combining an R to the first and an R to the fifth when I am multiplying versus when I'm adding and subtracting. I cannot do it when I'm adding and subtracting. I can only do it in multiplication or division. Okay. All right, questions that you guys have before I do another one? How what?
30.
Huh? Okay, so I need to multiply all my numbers together, which is 1/3, 2, and -15. I'm sure Aiden already got the answer, but I can go ahead and I can reduce, and I can get -10. All right, and then I can take my x to the first power and my x to the seventh. And then I can take my y to the third and my y. So I get -10, x to the eighth, y to the fourth.
Technically, a couple.
Questions that you guys have? I'm going to do one more.
I got a question.
Yes.
How do you do this so quickly that I just looked away for like 2 seconds to write down the notes from the last one?
It's a good question.
Sometimes I have to remember to slow myself down. It's practice. It's because you guys are going to see it now. You're going to see it in IM2, and you're going to see it in advanced math. And by the time you guys get to advanced math, you're going to be very quick at it.
Wait, how do we get 3 plus 1?
Oh, because I have y to the third here, and I have y to the first there.
I put it on the front.
All right, I'm going to do 38.
Yes, the one I wanted.
So I'm going to combine my numbers together. So -8 times 4. So -8 times -4 is a positive 32. I'm going to use c to the fifth and c cubed. I have a d to the first and d to the fourth. And then I have a 9 times 3. So I have minus 27. I have a c to the seventh and a c to the first. And then I have a d squared and a d to the third. So what do I have left over? 32 c to the 8th d to the 5th minus 27 c to the 8th d to the 5th. And what you notice is that the d to the 8th and c to the 8th and d to the 5th are the same. So I can subtract the numbers in the front. So what's 32 minus 27? 5. So I get 5 c to the 8th d to the 5th.